Dear children, in the previous class, we have studied about the English Literature Chapter 3 Leisure. I have already provided you all the explanation as well as the question answer of the lesson. I hope you all have noted them down. One thing I would like to express in front of you all that I have seen that some students have sent their classwork to my personal number, but many of them are not taking care. You all are requested again and again to send your work over the personal number, but I see some of you have sent only, and whoever had sent, I have gone through all those works and given them the suitable remarks also. Once again, I request you to do the classwork as well as the homeworks in your copies and send your work over my personal number so that I can see how many of you are doing and in what way are you doing. Now I hope most of you have bought the books and copies. You have to make 2 copies of English, one for classwork and one for homework. Make the fare of all the things whatever are taught still, and you can show me. This time I am going to teach you English practice worksheet number 8, in which we will study about the countable and uncountable nouns. In the previous classes, I have taught you about the noun and its kinds. 5 kinds of noun are there, which are later on divided into 2 parts. Proper noun, common noun and material noun are the proper noun, common noun and collective noun are denoted as countable, and material and abstract noun has been set in the category of uncountable nouns. This time in worksheet number 8, some nouns are given. You can see milk, tea, carrot, flour, salt, pulse, tomato, cotton, candle, sugar, and the instruction is given here to write down CN for countable noun and UN for uncountable nouns. Before starting the worksheet, you should know about the countable and uncountable nouns. What is countable noun and what is uncountable noun? Here I have prepared some sheets to show you so that you can understand the countable and uncountable very easily. You can see two pictures are there in which oranges are shown. Oranges are shown. Things I can count are called countable, and the things which cannot be counted are called uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are generally weighed or measured, but the countable nouns are generally counted. Oranges are given in this figure. You can count orange, 2 oranges or 3 oranges. Countable nouns are singular or plural. Singular countable noun and plural countable noun. You can see example a potato and potatoes. A potato, which is a singular countable noun, and potatoes are plural countable nouns. Uncountable nouns, which I have explained, the things which cannot be counted. Examples are given here. We love to read books. Countable or uncountable? I hope you can say countable because the books can be counted. Please pass the salt. Salt. How do you buy salt from your grocery shops? You say, give me a kg of salt. You cannot say, give me one salt. So a kg of salt is measurement, and the things which are measured are called uncountable. So salt is uncountable now. Chairs, countable now. Here singular countable and plural countable nouns are given. Uncountable noun is also given, in which some is used. Some apples, some eggs, some sugar, some bread. Some denotes quantity. So two things are there, some and any, which are used with either countable or uncountable nouns. There is a banana in the recipe. Banana. Give me 1 dozen banana, please. 1 dozen. 12 quantities are there in 1 dozen. 12 pieces are there in 1 dozen. So 12 is countable, which denotes number. So banana is a countable now. There is some ice cream in the fridge. Ice cream cannot be counted. This is uncountable. I need some water. Water cannot be counted. This is uncountable. I had like some juice. I had like a glass of juice. I would like some juice. I would like a glass of juice. So juice, a glass of juice. Some juice which do not denote a fixed quantity, and if you say a glass of juice which denotes a fixed quantity, so unspecified and a specified quantity. A specified quantity means fixed, unspecified means which is not fixed. Some denotes affirmative sentences and any denotes negative as well as interrogative sentences. There is some cheese. There are not any horses in the field. This is negative sentence. Horses are countable noun. So two things are there. How to identify countable or uncountable noun? By asking questions to yourself, and the questions frame by how much or how many. How much denotes quantity and how many also denotes quantity. But how much is used with uncountable nouns and how many is used with countable nouns. Just ask some questions to yourself. How much cars are there or how many cars are there? What will be your answer? How many cars are there? So how many denotes the numbers and how much denotes the quantity. Numbers can be counted, quantity cannot be counted. How much sugar is there or how many sugar is there? You must say how much sugar is there. So sugar here is uncountable. How much pictures are there or how many pictures are there? You must answer how many pictures are there. So pictures are countable noun. How much milk is there? Uncountable noun. If you say how many milk is there, that will not be proper, that will be wrong. So this, with the help of these pictures or the figures or the examples, I hope now you are able to understand the countable noun and uncountable nouns. Come back to the worksheet number 8. These are examples in which you have to identify countable or uncountable. If countable noun is there, you have to write down CN, and uncountable is there, you have to write down UN. Now I hope you don't have any problem and you can identify all the nouns in the given worksheet. Worksheet number 9, where one recipe is given and after studying this recipe you have to find out the list of countable and uncountable noun. So to find out the countable and uncountable noun, you have to find out the noun from the given recipes. Boil the desired quantity of rice. Boil, verb, the is article, desired is also verb. Quantity of rice. Rice is noun. Rice can be counted or measured. You must say measured. Give me 1 kg of rice, please. So this is measured. So this will be countable or uncountable. You must say this will be uncountable. Remove its starch. in another vessel. Vessel is noun, starch is noun. Fry onions and gingers and salt, red chili powder, green chilies and grated capsicums. Next, add turmeric powder and spices. After the gravy has been fried, add some saffron and cashew nuts. Add rice and cook it for 5 minutes. This is the recipe. So, to find out the countable or uncountable, first you find the nouns from the given recipes. Then divide those nouns in different category, whether that is countable or uncountable. Worksheet number 10. Here you have to use apostrophe s, which denotes belongings or possession. Apostrophe s shows possession or belongings. The throne of Emperor Akbar. They saw Emperor Akbar's throne. Means this throne belonged to Akbar. Akbar has possessed this throne. So apostrophe s shows denotes possession or belongings. Accordingly, you have to do the next sentences. The watch belonging to Mahatma Gandhi. You can write they saw Mahatma Gandhi's watch. There will be apostrophe s in Gandhi. They saw Mahatma Gandhi's watch. The jewelry of Emperor Noor Jahan. They saw Noor Jahan's jewelry. There will be apostrophe in Noor Jahan. The same way, you have to do the rest of the examples. Okay? Now, I can say you will be able to do this worksheet number 8 and 8, 9 and 10. This is your classwork. You do it just now and send your work on my personal number so that I can check, and if any doubt or problem do you have, just ask me and I surely will remove your doubts or problems. I surely will make you understand if any problem you have. Okay? Do it just now.